So I'm making my video a few days shy of a week because I don't know how much time I'm gonna have this upcoming week with tests and everything to record, later on. So it's the 28th, and I've officially been on testosterone for 5 days now, so almost a week, give or take. And I haven't really noticed very many like physical changes. I've had a sore throat this week, so I wasn't sure. And obviously, like with a week, nothing drastic's gonna change. But there were times where I thought maybe my voice had gotten deeper, maybe just by a little bit. But I think it's due to the fact that my throat's been a little bit sore, but my throat isn't very sore today, so I'm speaking like I'm not trying to speak on a lower octave. This is just like my normal resting voice, where I'm at right now. So, but other than that, nothing physical has changed. I haven't lost any weight, haven't like grown any more body hair. I mean, like 5 days isn't really gonna do anything. I'm on a cream version. So it's administered daily rather than every week or 2 weeks or whatever that shots are administered. So it's a little bit more regular, and a daily dose for me. So, like I said, but that may not change anything. I think it's just, less at a time rather than 2 weeks per shot. So, but other than that, emotionally, I feel like I've just been able to breathe a little bit and focus on everything else rather than constantly wondering if this is a decision that I've been ready to make or not. And having finally just made the decision to get on testosterone has really like cleared my brain to just focus on other things. So that's been the biggest thing, I think, is just finally being like, okay, this is something that I'm doing. I'm committing to this. I felt like more excited. I know in my last video I was like not really that excited, and when I got my appointments I wasn't very excited either. But I felt more excited knowing that like I will start to see changes in the next few months, couple weeks, whatever as they come. So that's been pretty cool. People have been pretty supportive in my life. I haven't really had any lashbacks. My dad and my mom are super cool about it. They're planning on telling my grandparents. I don't know when, but my friends, have all, expressed excitement for me, so that's been really cool. The only thing that has happened so far, and I don't know if my coworker watches this channel. If she does, then maybe she'll learn from this experience, but the other day, while at work, and my job consists of me working at the desk in the resident hall that I live in, and the other day, I was getting off the desk and she was coming on, so we were switching, and she stopped me and asked me how hormones were going thus far, and I was like, oh, okay, like, whatever, and I said, like, oh, I've only been on them for a few days, but, it's nice to just finally have that decision made or whatever, and she was like, yeah, dude, I'm, like, really excited for you, blah, 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 and then I thought, that was it, and then she asked me, like, hey, are you intending to fully transition? And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, I've heard rumors that, like, like, will your clit turn into a penis? And I just started laughing because I was so uncomfortable. I laughed because I, like, really didn't know how else to respond to her. And I was like, no. And then I just left it at that. I mean, genitals on all different kinds of people look different. So, I even know some people who refer to their crotch area as a penis, and that's fine. Totally okay. I really am not about to invalidate anyone if that's how they refer to their genital area. If they don't, that's fine too. For me, myself, I don't view it that way. But, her asking me that question, I easily could have said, yeah, maybe it will. But for my intents and purposes in the conversation, I said, no. And then I told her to hop onto Google if she had any questions, because, fuck that. Don't ask me questions like that. I don't ask you what your cup size is. I didn't ask her what her clit size is. So it was a little bit frustrating to me. I was not expecting to elicit a response like that, but let alone, in a work setting where people could easily hear that conversation. I don't live stealth. People know. I've posted pictures on my Instagram and everything. So, I'm really not stealth about it. People know. People can talk. But for her to ask me that question was just not cool. So aside from that, everything has been really positive for this first week. So yeah, that's basically it for the week. I'm going to try and update as much as possible, even if it's as often as a week, because I know that when I was questioning and looking at videos, the guys that posted every week for at least the first couple months really helped me out the most, because I was able to see a week-by-week transition schedule for them. And for my own intents and purposes, I think I would just like to keep it at a week just to see, how the first month and stuff goes. But other than that, everything's been going great, and I'm looking forward to another week. So, till next time.